Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics, where we do budget builds and restore these old cars that I pick up. Just did a whole series on the 78 Aspen RT. Right now, hot and heavy into working on the 78. Just put a quarter panel on it. I got a whole bunch of new stuff, shocks, brakes, everything we're going to redo on this. But this video is about a project I bought about a year and a half ago, a 72 Nova. And I went to buy a junk Jeep, and this Nova was sitting in the guy's shop in the corner, and it has an LT from a 94 or 95 Camaro LT1 engine, but it's just sitting in there. Okay, here's the electrical and the computer. Nothing's hooked up. I don't even think the motor mounts are in there, I don't think. So I asked him what he was going to do with it, and well, it's just a project that I lost interest on, and so I asked him how much he wanted for it, if he wanted to sell it. First he said no, so then he said he wanted $2,500 for it, and I told him I didn't want the LT1 because the newest engines people are putting in now are like the LS, so nobody, I didn't want to go through all the trouble of putting the LT1, hooking it all up and everything. And he said it was in his old truck or something. So anyway, I told him I'd give him $1,500 without the engine. So when I picked up the Jeep and came back, because he was going to pull the LT1 engine out when I got back after driving the Jeep, hauling the Jeep back home, and the engine wasn't out when I got back, and he goes you can just have the engine. So basically I got everything for $1,500, and I don't want the engine. I put it up for sale for $1,000. Lots of calls on it, but nobody's come over yet. So it's this is just the way I bought it. It has no interior in it. Well, I got the old door panels there. You got a decent steering wheel. I don't know if that'll clean up or not. Okay, so this is the old hood. I don't know if you can see, it's got Dusty sitting here, but all the hood was rotten. Back window's missing. So when I bought it, I found a guy selling parts. I got a good hood there for $100, and we'll go over this way. There's a bunch of weeds and stuff there. And I got a back window here for $100. I've been using it for storage. This stuff is just all stuff I've been throwing in here. I need to clean it out, pour 15 that trunk before it rots any farther. And this deck lid's got a big dent here. The lock's been wallowed out. Okay, I haven't checked it over real good, haven't been underneath of it or anything. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's in pretty decent shape. There's probably some Bondo. Looks like the wheel lips have been rolled a little bit. I don't know what the car originally came with, whether it was a 6-cylinder or or a V8. I haven't checked the numbers yet. A lot of Bondo on this quarter panel. But there's a lot of good points on it. I think the bumper's good, grill's good. Okay, so it's just been sitting here, and as you can tell, it pretty much needs a power plant, engine, transmission, since I'm not going to go through the trouble of hooking this one up. So that's why it's been sitting here, and it needs a lot of parts. So these are my other cars here that I've restored: El Camino, Chevelle, Corvette. Got some more up here if you're new to the channel. Got my 74 GTO, 77 Corvette, 70 Le Mans Sport. Lots of projects that are done. A lot of projects that need to be working on. So yesterday I clicked on Marketplace, and the guy had listed this like 19 minutes before I looked at it. And I messaged him, says I'll be right over. Ugly, but it's a complete running, driving 1969 Nova. Now, these cars used to be a dime a dozen back in the day. I used to buy them for 50, 100 bucks, fill up my yard with them. I'd sell all kinds of Nova parts, fix them up, sell them, stuff like that. But nowadays, it's very hard to find them cheap. The prices have just skyrocketed. Now, not for 4-doors, but for like that 2-door. So I paid $1,500 for it, but I know that's dirt cheap. But it still seems like a lot of money to me. So this one, he wanted $1,100 for it. I got it for $1,000. Okay, she's it's been a daily driver and on the road since up until 2016. So it's been sitting up for about 5 years. And it doesn't look like anybody's done anything. It used to be baby blue type. I don't know what they call that. Robin eggs blue. And now somebody painted it darker blue. Probably a Mako job or something. But she's pretty rough. I can't believe people were driving it like this. The only nice thing is this headliner. And I'm hoping I can shorten that up a little bit and use it in, it's like a leather material. Use that for mine. I got the back window and front window there in the back seat. Of course, this seat won't be any good for mine, but looks like it's recoverable. Now, the only problem is it's a 6-banger. So, let me open the hood for you. If I can remember how to... Now, I don't have a problem with 6-cylinder because I used to have a 70 Nova when I was a kid. I drove it for 10 years, put a couple 100,000 miles on it, and I loved it. Great gas mileage, very dependable. I like them. So it's a 6-cylinder. I'm not sure if it's a 230 or a 250, but it's a 2-speed power glide. Now the problem is putting it in the 72, I'm going to devalue it quite a bit, because if I ever decide to sell it, people would want a V8, or most potential buyers would want a V8. But I don't sell these cars, I keep them. So I'm going to take the motor transmission out of this one, clean it up, and put it in the 72. Okay, I forgot to check the other car whether it was AC. This car is not an AC car. I like to hook all that up. It does have a newer radiator, although cheap plastic. But the guy started it up for me. It starts right up. It runs and drives great. So I got just about everything to build that 72 now. Engine, transmission, extra parts, except for the interior. You know, the door panels I'll have to buy. You can get all that pretty cheap. Door panels and carpet, and round up some bucket seats, stuff like that. Now this car is not worth fixing up because it's a 4-door and it's pretty rusty. It doesn't look bad, but there's a lot of rust underneath. I don't know if it's an original Texas car or not. Well, the guy did have this trunk open. See if I can. There we go. So anyway, I got a good deck lid. Pretty sure the deck lids are same for a 4-door. Trunk is pretty crusty underneath. Got the chrome for the windows too. They're a little beat up. Oh, I think this trunk's been patched. Yeah, it's been all patched before. And the gas tank is, see the rust holes and stuff there? Look at it. So this 4-door ain't worth fixing. But it's a great parts car. So I paid $1,000 for it. And it's, I'm going to be using the engine, transmission, then everything else is good on it. Rear end, brakes work. Any little part I need, I can get it from this car, and then sell whatever I don't need. So I'm hoping to get most of that $1,000 back by selling the parts I don't need. And this, I don't know this is a newer, I think this is a newer steering wheel. I'm not quite sure though. And this is all different from the 72 and the 70 I used to own. Has the ignition here instead of the column. I think all this is different. Okay, so I just got the straps unhooked. I'm going to, so he bypassed the gas tank, and he had a gas line to the fuel pump here with a gas can just sitting there. Now he claimed, I don't know the history of this car, he claimed he got it off his boss, and somebody left it on his boss's property for, I guess, the last 5 years. And they told him to come and get the car, and they never did. So now it looks like a newer master cylinder on there, but a very basic engine, transmission wiring. It should be a real easy swap to do. And of course, I want to paint on the 72, paint everything under here black when I take that LT1 out of there. And I may use this hood. I'll have to see which hood is better. It's got a little bit of rust right there. But even got the original hood insulation still in there. But I can buy that new. And I don't know what the deal is with the windows. The windows just fall out because of the sealant and stuff. Okay, so let me get a battery and hook up a gas tank to it. And we'll drive it off the trailer and just let you hear it run and drive around a little bit. So I'll be back. Okay guys, she started right up and pulled it off the trailer. Put this plastic here on the seat because it was wet from the morning dew. as you can tell, she runs great. Very, very happy with the motor. She doesn't smoke, leak. I don't know if it had power steering or not. My dog likes to bark at the rolling cars. Throttle cable's a little sticky, but I'll probably give it a good tune-up and everything, but it seems to run really good. So you can see, no smoke. So yeah, it's a shame that it's lasted this long as a complete car, but it's so damn ugly. It's just a parts car. You know, I hate to kill it, but it's gonna have to be killed to let another one live. Yeah, I think I'll be happy with this engine. I think engine transmission seem to be good. So anyway, I'm ready to start ripping into it, taking it apart, and working on the 72. But I gotta finish this one here. So like, comment, subscribe, bottom right hand corner of the screen, subscribe button. And if you want to come along this journey and watch me make one nice car out of the two, yeah, subscribe and come on the journey with me and watch me finish off this 78. And then we'll get to this 72 here. I don't know, might be a month, 2 months, 3 months, something like that. But yeah, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll notify you when I got new videos, if you want to see this come back to life. So okay, we'll see y'all next video.